My name is Philippe Lucet. I'm General Counsel of Silicon Valley Blockchain Society. And today I have the pleasure to welcome Walfredo Della Gherardesca, who's the founder and CEO of Genuine Way. So thank you very much, Walfredo, for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you again on the phone.
Thanks for inviting me.
Can you briefly present us what Genuine Way is doing?
Yes, Genuine Way is a software company from Switzerland that focuses on enabling small and middle-sized enterprises to certify their environmental sustainability and social impact through the use of blockchain technology. We operate across different industries, from the food and wine to fashion and cosmetics, and we are currently active with clients in over 6 European countries, Switzerland, Italy, UK, Portugal, and Holland. So we're a kind of a European-based ecosystem. We basically are the first blockchain service provider that is truly vertical on the sustainability space here in the Mediterranean area. And we have proven to be even the first provider that is actually affordable, truly affordable for the small and middle-sized enterprises, which represents the excellence, the real innovator in the space of sustainability. Basically, what we do is we launched a digital platform in early 2020 that enables brands to notarize bundles of corporate documentation on the public blockchain in order to asseverate a narrative pertaining to the product with regards to these elements. We're talking about receipts of ingredients and materials, lab tests, contracts, and certificates, not only of the company, but also going down the chain. And we believe this to be the entry level of production certification on blockchain. The main focus for us is to help these brands move from marketing and communication into the realm of auto certification, and also really focus on translating these projects to the consumers in a user-friendly and engaging way, which is something that has not been done in the blockchain space in the previous years.
That's very interesting. When we discussed previously, I think we all understand the problem that you are solving, but there are some companies, that are already playing in that space. You're really focusing on small and medium enterprises. So can you tell us a bit more about the problem that you are solving? But on the top of that, what is your competitive advantage? What is the technology that you are using? What is the unique selling proposition that you have against competitors, for example?
Yes, well, yeah, as you mentioned, the problem is that of the disconnection between ethical brands and so-called conscious consumers.
Yeah,
it's a problem that... What?
There is a lot of greenwashing in the space.
It is a problem that relates to greenwashing and to the lack of transparency in the retail industry. And it is a problem that is disincentivizing ethical consumers to actually pursue their lifestyle. Genuine Way basically partners with the real innovators and allows them to bring out their values. I would say in a nutshell, again, what really sets us apart from the competitors is the fact that, for example, out of 400 brands that we've approached this year, I would say 90% had never been in contact with any provider or consultant connected to blockchain, because of the fact that we created a plug-and-play tool that really is really affordable, and it is really understandable to both the brand and the consumer. And also the fact that we really value, really focus on sustainability and CSR, which is something not, in the US, of course, we're way ahead on this topic, but in the Mediterranean, there are not many players doing it.
You told me, in terms of positioning, you told me that it's very simple for SMEs to onboard your plug-and-play solution. I think you are talking about, something like 3,000 euros in order to get on board, and around like 1 month of implementation. Can you tell us a bit more about that, this onboarding process?
Yeah, I mean, when I say the entry level of blockchain, I'm basically saying that the average, Europe is made out of like 60% out of small and middle-sized enterprises, and like Mediterranean countries such as Italy, you go up to 80%. So these companies, need a simple approach to blockchain. They are the ones that will benefit the most out of this technology because they already have what it takes, to be an excellence, but they need to compete on the market with greenwashing. And so the goal is to create something that is easy to use. We always start from a process that is kind of traditional. We talk with the founders, we do an analysis of the production, we talk with their suppliers, we source these documents that we basically notarize in order to create a liability for the brand and a different way of dialoguing with the consumer. Usually, yeah, it takes us about a month and a half to complete the project. And as I said, we started this business, we started looking at it from the consumer, because the main thing here is you have massive, production or traceability projects all over the world who do amazing things, but there's really little focus to understand what is the attention span of consumer, what is the average understanding of consumer, and how to engage with him.
Okay, clear. So you are really focusing on, as far as I know, on short circuits and not the big companies where you would have projects that would last for months. You're really focusing on that part of the market. How's your company progressed in the last 12 months? What are the main milestones that you have achieved?
Well, after developing software for a year in 2019, we launched our tool in 2020, and ever since we've completed projects with 35 brands in 6 countries. So 2020 has been a very exciting year for us, and especially it has been helpful to understand that the market is actually interested in what we're offering. And secondly, to prove, as I said before, that there is not a lot of players that are offering what we're offering right now. And so, we identify 800,000 target brands right now in Europe, which are just among the manufacturing brands, the ones that are truly innovative in sustainability and social impact.
And sorry, go ahead.
We've ended the year with closing a partnership with Carrefour, which is the largest supermarket chain in Europe, that will allow us to be the first provider of blockchain that is actually inside supermarkets in Italy. And this will rapidly expand the portfolio across especially wine and food brands.
Excellent. Apart from that, what is the traction that you have in the market right now? What is the growth of the company month on month?
Well, we're a small company. We're a startup, and as I said, we launched. We actually are active since 2020, so we have great traction. We're growing, about 5 brands per month. We're expanding to these partnerships, and we are, of course, we're also raising in order to expand, marketing, and we have so much. The KPIs are so interesting for us. We just need to be a little bit more aggressive in growth, and I think having a vision on the future.
Yeah.
I think it's important to understand that Genuine Way is not just a tech provider. It's an ecosystem that is made on one side of a selection of ethical brands, and on the other side of conscious consumers that we organically reach every day through the products of our brands. These consumers are basically millennials and Gen Z consumers that are not just buying products based on their personal taste, but also based on ethical values. We identify mainly 4 of these, but can be a broader selection. It's environmental sustainability, social impact, health and safety, which is more relevant in the food space, and heritage, which is everything that has to do with preserving a tradition in manufacturing, something that, as you know, in Italy and the Mediterranean is very important. By growing this community around these values, we believe that we can actually incentivize consumers to choose the brands of our portfolio, creating a cycle and basically ultimately accelerating the evolution of ethical consumption.
So that is your vision for the future.
I think this is the vision. I think that this will become the main barrier to other players, other competitors, and for new players entering the market. And I do believe that the real value of what we do is basically identifying and engaging with these very precious consumers.
So you are here for on the long run. Do you see any exit strategies or exit opportunities for your company?
Yeah, I mean, we believe that when you say long run, actually with the mid run, let's say, like, we have a very clear vision, and we believe that this market needs to be pursued in the next 2.5 years. So that's why we really value the growth of our portfolio. And I think that there are certain situations that are very interesting. One of which is the big agglomerates of brands such as Unilever, LVMH, and so on. They are already very interested in tapping into this community, let's call, and this type of technology. Otherwise, a bit more particular is the target of the big digital agencies and web agencies. We believe that they already, offer corporate websites, e-commerce, social media, and we believe that the digitalization of the physical object will be the next upselling opportunity for them.
For sure. I mean, digitalization of projects and also track and trace of all the sourcing.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you, Walfredo. We only have 10 minutes. I really appreciate your insights on your company, Genuine Way, and hopefully we'll be able to speak soon. Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure. Thank you, Phil.
Likewise. Thank you very much.